What comes to mind when you think about high school? It's the place where you first learn to understand your abilities, academically. You get to learn how to read, write, things like that. Yeah, right. Nobody wants that. It is where you first start to build up the reputation, bro. And also, it is where you first sadly begin to worry about what people think. Which explains really why kids in high school already feel embarrassed by the idea of their parents dropping them off at school. But not me. Little more. Okay. Before we get into the story proper, we need to first establish an understanding of how my classroom setting works, which is very important to the story. The chairs are probably different from what you're used to, those one-seater chairs. Ours was those long chairs with tables which can take up 3 or 4 students, and it was arranged like that in just 2 columns. Every academic term we're allowed to choose where we want to sit and who we choose to sit with. Like you've guessed already, those who resumed very early get to pick the best seats in the class. And the teachers in my school never really got involved in the seating arrangement with us because they feel we can make the decision for ourselves, which was pretty cool. But you see, kids will always be kids and be so gender conscious. That particular term I didn't resume early, so when I got to school I was surprised to see all the girls on one side of the class and the boys on the other end. You did this? Nope. So what I did was quietly respected myself and find a seat on the boys' side. Because I don't want someone haunting me in my sleep telling me you broke the chain, bro. And among them, I was the quiet one. Duh. You draw, you animate, obviously an introvert.
Get out of my shot! Get out of my shot! Get out of my shot! Get out of his shot! Action!
One day, one of the teachers, which I'm going to call Mrs. P, noticed how I was easily picked on by the rest of the boys. So she decided to change my seat from the boys' side to the girls' side.
Flight 527 ready for departure.
Oh my god. This side was way much cooler. Why? Because I've been here for like 10 seconds already and nobody has punched me on my freaking arm. But seriously, I really bonded well with all the ladies. They were way less aggressive and was very, very, very cool with me. And no, there was no smashing. Keyword, no smashing. So, guess how all the guys saw me in the class because of how I was with the ladies. Yep, like a god. And even when random teachers will walk into our class and see a goofball like myself in the midst of the ladies, they'll be like, who's the blessed among women? And yes, that name stuck, and that was what most of the teachers called me. Was I proud of it? Yes. And to top it off, I earned a lot of respect from my seniors in school. Some of them even started giving me some crazy handshakes. Stop talking to my girlfriend. That counts as an handshake, right? Seriously, from that day onwards, my life really changed in high school and I was rated as one of the cool kids. Big thanks to Mrs. P for changing the life of a young boy.